the best control is connection. I mean, I challenge any parent out there. You tell me a child who's misbehaving while you're actually having a great conversation with them, which they're really interested in, which they really want to know about, where you're explaining fascinating things in appropriate levels of detail. You tell me any child who is misbehaving while you're having a great conversation with that child. Never going to happen. Children, quote, misbehave when they're disconnected from themselves, from their parents, when they are out of touch, uncentered. Then they're just like pinballs rolling around, bouncing off things. But when they're connected with you, they don't, quote, misbehave because they're connected. So getting to the root of the problem is, of course, the great challenge. And of course, we want to deal with symptoms, especially when we're guilty of having created the symptoms, right? So if you have to get nagged a lot, it's probably because you're not connected with your mom. Now, who's responsible for you not being connected with your mom? Your mom is responsible for you not being connected with your mom because she's the mom and she defined the relationship. So she may not want to change gears and so on. Now, you can, of course, change gears and you can say, listen, mom, Lord above, we got to have a chat because it's really repetitive, this nagging. I don't respect the way I'm reacting to the nagging because I'm just getting snarly or making promises I'm not going to keep, or, you know, I'm annoyed, you're annoyed, and the problem is not getting solved. So, you know, I'd like to start off just by saying why I think I'm not doing this stuff. I want you to hear your thoughts, but let's really try and dig in no matter where it takes us and try and solve this problem so we don't spend the next, say, 50 years or 40 years having the same conversations. That does not seem like a good plan. I think it's also important, you need to read good books on parenting. Everybody should read these good books on parenting. I mean, if you're a good parent, great, it reinforces. If you're not a good parent, it will help you improve. If you're never going to be a parent, still read great books on parenting, because then you can evaluate how you were parented according to best standards or best practices or whatever. If you're a grandparent or going to be a grandparent, read great current books on parenting to see what's changed since you were a kid or since you were a parent the first time. And I think parent effectiveness training is one of the best that I've